Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Monday, the 8th of December 2025, and it is just past half past 10 in the evening. My situation is still the same, and I am still not getting any serious help here in Donostia San Sebastian in northern Spain, Basque Country. And it's getting worse for me in terms of time is passing and my life is passing me by. And I haven't even registered the van or the trailer here so I can drive and so on. I haven't received any justice whatsoever. My situation is still the same in every way, shape, and form. And as I said, it's getting worse. The help I used to get from people by standing in the center of the town with a sign has been decreasing until literally, for example, one week, a whole week, I only got about 70 cents. Another week, I got like, I don't know, like €7, €8 for the whole week. Uh, and one other week, I didn't get anything whatsoever. So anything that I saved before, I spent. Have I said that? On the weekend, and I went and I knocked on the doors and asked people for help. Uh, which is yesterday, and people helped me with food and money. I went for about 3 hours or so, knocking on the doors or more, and in total I got about €50 or more help from people and food and so on. And yesterday I spent €1. I bought bread. Uh, and today I spent about €6. I bought drinks and milk and bread as well, and so on. And tomorrow I will spend about €10 to get credit for this phone. And yeah, if I don't get help tomorrow, I will have to spend another €5 on top of this €10 to get some food. So from the €50 that I collected on Sunday, which is yesterday, tomorrow, I already spent about €7, and tomorrow I will be spending another €15 at least. So that's over €20, almost €25 would be spent from the €50. So literally, that means like half of what I managed to collect from people yesterday as a kind of help. And this is how any money that I am, I go and ask people for help, because that happened about twice now here in Donostia San Sebastian, that I go on Sunday and ask people for help. On another day, I got the same, about, €50 more or less, the Sunday before yesterday. And yesterday, again, I got about €50 or more. And it's the same. This money, I keep on spending from it the whole week until I go in the weekend to get money, unless people help me during the week, which was so difficult for the last 3 weeks. And that's why I haven't been saving much. I don't know what to say. My life is passing me by. I'm not receiving any justice. My abusers are still abusing me and dosing me with drugs, even till the moment I literally, with both eyes, the right and the left, after eating and so on, I literally, everything is blurred. I'm talking about everything is blurred. So I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that the advice that the national police told me here, that I need to be outside the Basque country so I can get help from the national police and give them more details and so on. Have I said that they were supposed to contact me so I can go to the police station again and give them more details and so on? But of course, they haven't contacted me until now, which shows me that, being in the Basque country was a wrong decision for me to come here. But because I didn't know, and I want to be close to the sea as well, that's why I came here. But now I decided I need to go outside the Basque, so I'm gonna head west towards Cantabria, which is Spain. So the national police has the upper hands there, so I can go there give them more details and so on. And above all of this, this is for me the last try here in Spain. If I don't get proper justice, I will be leaving in the summer, and I don't know where to go. To be honest with you, I mean, I've been many places, and my abusers, driving me from a place to another, no justice whatsoever, and abusing me everywhere I go. And the problem is, I cannot prove the abuse they do to me. I mean, like for example, now, literally everything is blurred. I cannot even see the numbers properly that is counting, the time for this video. I have to go very close like now so I can see the numbers. And if I look at anything, it's blurred. Everything is blurred completely. And I've just washed my face just to make sure that it's not the salty water and so on. And still, it's completely blurred. Not only this, I feel no sexual desire whatsoever. I mean, my libido completely zero. And I watched videos, to test myself to see if I will respond, I will get excited or not, and nothing. So again, this is their abuse that they are trying to drive me now outside the mosque. And I know for sure that these bastards are using my money without my consent, and any investments that was done for my father, and now it is my money. They are using me being in places to do, to use this money for investments and so on. Not only this, they have put doubts around my mental capacity, because no one is believing what I'm saying about the organization that is the center is in the country where I was born, where they use magic and they are ruling the world and so on. No one is believing this, which is giving them, I don't know, like a chance to put doubts around my mental capacity and keep me under their control, and dosing me with drugs all the time. And above all of this, they are giving themselves the audacity to invest my money and using this. And when I say my money, this is a long story that not everyone is going to believe. And this money was supposed to be given to my father in his life. That was invested for him after they killed his twin daughters and so on. And again, I cannot prove any of this. I mean, I don't have any proof to prove this. So no matter what I say, how much I'm going to say this, people wouldn't believe. People wouldn't comprehend or take this on board and believe in it. And that, of course, doesn't work in my favor. And yeah, these bastards are still using magic to control my life and their authorities. I am literally fighting not just giants in authorities, but authorities and magic and psychological stuff and drugs, and it's unbelievable. I mean, they have me under their thumbs, using their authorities, political authorities, and so on. Drugs, I'm being dosed every single day. Magic, and magic is the most powerful of all, because it's complicated, and I know not everyone is going to believe this, but magic does exist, and they are using it, in a very vast, colossal, scale. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's unbelievable, unbelievable how they are using magic and so on. But of course, all what I can do is just explain to people everything I know and everything and so on. And it's up to people to believe or not. Again, being here in Donostia San Sebastian, I am not achieving anything. I'm not getting justice. I'm not getting anything whatsoever. And I'm still in my shithole van that I have been sleeping for so long. And I am leaving. I'm going to Cantabria. And I'm trying to get this van registered and the trailer so I can leave. And of course, getting it registered, this van and the trailer, That means I can drive it. I can, go to Cantabria. And not only this, in June next year, when if I decide that's it, I'm leaving Spain completely, I can drive the van and go where I want to go. As for where I would be going, this is for me completely unclear, like not 100% clear. The reason for this, I already tried in France 3 months, and I don't want to try in France another 3 months. So I will go to France and I will stay there few weeks, couple of weeks, maybe a month latest, and see what the French government can do for me. Are they going to help me to get justice or not? Are they going to help me straight away or not? And so on. Because as I expected, but I had to go through this anyway to see with my own eyes and see it. As I expected, here when I came to Spain, I didn't get any help whatsoever, and they are keeping me homeless, and they are keeping me, in my van, and I'm not getting help from the government, even with money towards food and drink, and they are relying that this guy or homeless people or refugees or whatever to go and use organizations that they have here, like charities and so on, blah blah blah. And again, the place here is inundated, as I've seen with my own eyes, with Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, and Middle Easterns, and so on. Not only this, Africans and Asian as well. And it's complicated. I mean, I don't know what is the matter with the Basque country. It's political. Everything is political. And I will never accept any other justification for a small region like the Basque country that is claiming or trying to get their independence from Spain, and all what they do in terms of accepting lots and lots of refugees from everywhere, and the relationships with some countries, and what they do here in terms of trying to appear in the best civilized image and so on, in terms of events all the time and this and that. And they have just erected a roller coaster, or the round thing, which is one of the symbols of the organization that I'm talking about. And I didn't talk about this. I mean, this is not the reason why I'm leaving San Sebastian now, not because of this. But this proved to me that, this is the reason why I'm not getting any help. My abusers, they literally, the whole region is in their hands. They can do whatever they want. And of course, I know that lots of people will disagree with me about this, because I don't have a proof, and everyone they have their opinion and so on, which I cannot confiscate your opinion about what I'm saying. But I know for sure that this is the reality, and I don't want. This is another reason why I have to leave the Basque country. I don't want to be related to, any political movement anywhere. So I don't want my abusers to be using me in any way, form, or shape, which they still do. But at least I can do my best and leave. And I'm against the idea that a region get independent from a whole country and so on, whether here in Spain or another country. I always believe that the unity and stability of every country, or any country, is the stability for this country in total, the border as it is. Actually, I encourage, unifying, regions and countries together. So instead of dividing, which is bad, I think that growing is better, and it's good. And when I say growing, I don't mean in the old fashioned, uh, empire's way, which is conquering or whatever, but merging countries when they are unifying, or regions and merging and so on. This is better than dividing countries. And I don't want to be any part of what's happening here, that the Basque country is trying to get their independence, Catalonia, and blah blah blah, and so on. So for me, I came to ask for help and protection and asylum, so I can get my freedom, so I can get justice for what was done to me, so I can get my money, my compensations, everything they owe me and everything I own, even if I don't know about it, because they have all the details, the numbers, and all of this. And all what I have received so far for over 6 months here in Donostia San Sebastian and 7 months in Spain in total, all what I have experienced so far is more use and abuse. The drugs dosing without my consent, this is still abuse. So no matter whoever is claiming whatever, they give medication or whatever, blah blah blah, it's still without my consent. And not only this, if they are using the Mental Health Act to give them the freedom or the right to dose me with drugs and so on without my consent, they are not giving me the chance to get a lawyer to challenge any order or any law that they are, using to give themselves the consent to dose me with drugs and so on. And not only this, if they are doing this informally, I don't have the means to prove that they are dosing me with drugs. And all what I can do is just asking people for help and moving to Cantabria to, to be under the protection of the national police there, the Spanish national police. And of course, moving to Cantabria is for another reason. It's still close to the sea, or I mean the ocean. And above all of this, from Cantabria, starting from Cantabria all the way to Acronia in the far west, all of these areas famous for agricultural land and flat land, which is perfect for agriculture and so on. So if I get my justice here in Spain and I stay and carry on, my chance of owning the land I'm looking for and starting the farming businesses and the other businesses I want to start and so on, and achieving my dreams, I more likely have chance, in Cantabria or Galicia or Astoria and so on. And this is another reason why I'm moving to Cantabria. As here in Donostia San Sebastian, anything that they are pretending to be doing for me in terms of, whatever, actually, I'm not getting help. And whatever they are doing is just wasting my time. It's a waste of my own time and my own life. And I know for sure, whatever they would do, they will get someone else as they pretending that they are helping. So it's not even giving me justice. It would be someone like as a charity or helping or whatever. Because they are not admitting what they did to me. They are not admitting, because if they admit what they did to me, they will have to pay my compensations, my money, any money I own and I don't know about, any money they owe me and all of this. But they are not doing this. And they are trying to get someone else to pay the price for their mistakes. So again, my life is being wasted systematically, and I'm not getting any help from anyone. And I know for sure the country where I was born, they are the bastards behind all of this, because they are the bastards who have all the clues about the money and all of this. And I'm saying so because I know for sure, and I know that someone or anyone will hear this will have doubts or not believe and so on. But this is the reality I cannot prove. When they invested money or started investing money for my father after killing his twin daughters, they literally started the investment in the country where I was born and making it grow. And then they started investing parts of this money in countries like the UK, like the USA, Asia, blah, 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 and Europe and so on. So this money grew, significantly in these countries, especially that these politicians, they know the in and out, and development plans, and all of this. They are the ones who literally put the rules and the policies in the world and every country. And this money grew so much. It's billions. I'm talking about billions of different currencies, dollars and euros and British pounds and sterling and all of this. And I don't have the details about this, but they have all the details about this in the country where I was born. They are the bastards who have all the details and the clues and the keys in their hands. And it's them to decide, whether they would give me my freedom, my justice, and my money or not, because I don't have the clues. And as you would now, I mean, as I would expect, you started to jump to conclusion. You're not believing what I'm saying. You're thinking this guy's crazy, deluded, blah, 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 and so on. I cannot blame you for one reason. What I'm saying, not everyone can believe. What I'm saying is so difficult to believe, because I know people, they wouldn't believe that actually that happens and exists, but it is the reality that I cannot prove so far. But I'm fighting till the end to expose these bastards and get justice for what was done to me. Getting justice for what was done to me is very important, because that means I will get my freedom, I will get the protection I need, I will get the clarity and all the details about everything in terms of the money and everything else and so on. And above all of this, I will get, my chance to control this fortune, to control this money and invest it properly under my supervision and control, and all of this, rather than someone else putting doubts around my mental capacity, and literally they doing whatever they want with this money, which they are keeping in other people's names. So when they invest this money, for example, in countries like the UK and so on, other people investing this money, and they are the keepers of this money, or the guardians of this money. Everyone knows that this is their money that they are investing and so on. But for them, they don't know that all what they know that they are investing for the government of the country where I was born. And all what they know that they are the keepers and the guardians, and they have the privilege of, living this lifestyle and having, owning this money in their name and all of this. But in fact, this money, they are guardians and keepers for this money on the behalf of the government of the country where I was born. And they don't know that this money was invested for someone that this government, did horrible things to, and so on. And this is how simple it is. And I cannot prove this, and I cannot, I don't have any proof about this, but hopefully one day I will prove this. Hopefully I will get justice and get my money and get everything. So yeah, I feel so frustrated. Injustice is unbelievably bitter feeling, and it's unbelievable, 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 unbelievable. Injustice is something that I cannot describe it. I mean, it really hurts so badly. It's painful. It's painful in every way, shape, and form. What was done to me was so painful when it was done, whether the physical torture, the mental, the psychological, the physiological, the emotional, all of this. And it's more painful as well, because I'm still living this pain over and over and over again, remembering what was done to me over and over and over again. And above all of this, being unable to get justice for what was done to me is, I don't know what to say. It's so painful that it's beyond my capability to describe how I feel, how bad I feel and how painful it is. But all what I can do, because I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, and as long as I'm still alive and breathing, I will I will fight to get justice and expose these bastards. Because these bastards, no one should have this power in the first instance. This is something like, I have been saying it for so long. No one should have this power anyway. The second thing is, imagine when people have this power and they are evil and they are using it for, to destroy other people's lives, to control people, to control the world, and, to do lots of things, which in the end people get killed, people die, people suffer, and all of this. That's why I know for sure that this organization is evil. This organization didn't do anything truly good for humanity or, the world. And anything they would claim about this, that, trying to prove otherwise, is all bullshit. And, I would never, ever, ever give in to any of whatever they would claim that, they did good thing or whatever. So yeah, I'm still struggling. I'm still sleeping in this van. And I'm still struggling every single day. I'm still being dosed. And again, they are trying to prove that the drugs they give me is fruitful, or it's making a difference or whatever. And I made it clear to everyone. It's not just, I'm not trying just, to prove that they are wrong, or, mental health is bullshit, which it is. The mental health is just based on bullshit. Regardless of what you think about, what I've just said about the money and what was done and all of this, and whether you believe in it or not, that is not a way to measure someone's mental health. So even if you don't believe what I'm saying about the money they invested from my father, which, now it's, supposed to be for me and all of this, blah, blah, blah. Even if you don't believe in this, that doesn't mean, that you have doubts around someone's mental health or mental capacity and so on. And above all of this, I am someone trying to get justice above all. And getting justice is very important for me, because that means these people will go to prison, the people who, tortured me and put me through all of this. I will get, my compensations financially and morally, and I will get the money that was invested from my father. I will have control over my life. I will have my freedom, and so on. So yeah, I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that I'm very frustrated. I'm very tired, not just from the drugs they give me. I mean, I cannot see. I mean, I'm recording this video and literally I cannot see. Everything's blurred. And that is making me so frustrated and so angry, specifically as well that they are depriving me from very important functions and feelings for me, like functions in my body, like my eyesight, feeling as a man, my libido, and all of this. They are killing it. They are destroying my sexual drive completely. Even watching some videos and all of this, I cannot feel anything today. Nothing. I mean, like, I don't know. Nothing. Uh, I don't know what else to say. I mean, regardless of what they would claim about why they are giving me these drugs, all what they are trying to do, they are trying to torture me psychologically. They are trying to put me on the verge of snapping at people or being angry and so on. Or they are trying to show, look, we're dosing him and he's not doing anything. He's accepting it, blah, blah, blah. And of course, this is bullshit. I would never accept this fucking shit and dosing and all of this. But because I don't have any power to change this, I went to the police. I came here to apply for asylum. But they have enough power to twist everything around and use these authorities to work for them rather than against them. And I am the one who's being put in the spotlight, if you know what I mean. Everyone is observing me. Everyone is, watching what is my reaction, how I behave, this, that, and that. And they have been doing this for so long. Everywhere I go, it's the same shit they repeated over and over again. Same shit, different country. And this is another reason why. I mean, I would be leaving Spain because I'm not getting the protection I came here for. I'm not getting the justice. I'm not getting, you know, any of this. Above all of this, I started to feel a stranger. Uh, Maybe it's just the Basque country, maybe because of many things like the language, the habits, the traditions, behavior, and all of this. And I'm talking about both sides because for them, I am a foreigner. I come here with my own traditions as an Englishman, and I lived in Germany 2 years as well, which is not different than England. So it's the traditions and habits and behavior and manners in public, it's different, and all of this. So again, it's not like a big deal. I mean, how many people who are from different cultures, they move to other cultures that the contrast between the cultures are vast, yet they adapt and they get on and they integrate and so on. For me, I find it difficult here in the Basque country. And one of the main reasons, the bitterness I'm feeling for being abused and the dosing and being unable to get help, and people are not helping. And yeah, I mean, even registering my van, I'm not getting help. I mean, for now, I mean, like 3 months ago or 3.5 months ago, I actually went and asked people for help with getting the van registered. And someone told me, I mean, not just one, about 2 or 3 people, they told me they would come and talk to me here. They would come to the van to see the van and talk to me in person, and that they would buy the parts for me and so on. And no one showed up. Not only this, other people as well. They promised me with lots of things, and they never kept their word or kept their promise. And this is for me is annoying me so badly because I'm this kind of a man that if I promise someone, I try my best to stick to the promise, no matter what. So when 7, 8, 9, 10 people promise you and they never keep their promise, you start to question yourself about the culture. Is it the culture? Is it the people? Just, deterring you away by telling you okay and keeping you, living in this fantasy that someone is going to genuinely help you and you're waiting on them and so on. And in the end, frustration and disappointment. So yeah, leaving the Basque country for me now it's a done deal. I'm just waiting to get my van and my trailer registered and leave to go to Cantabria. And maybe in Cantabria, I will get justice and I will buy the land and settle here in Spain and achieve my dreams. Otherwise, in the summer, I will be leaving and yeah, 1 month in France, no delay, even less than a month. I was there three months already, and I didn't get help whatsoever. In terms of the serious help. Yes, people there helped me with diesel to carry on, with money for food and drink and so on. But the serious help that I need in terms of justice and settling and getting justice and propaganda and exposing my abusers, nothing. So if I go to France again, it's gonna be like 1 month, no longer than this. And if it doesn't work, I will go to the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, I will maybe because I didn't try before in the Netherlands, maybe I'll stay in the Netherlands a couple of months, maybe 3. I don't know, but I wouldn't make it longer than 3 months because, again, the first 3 months, or I mean, even the first month shows if a country or the system in a country and people will help or not. If I'm gonna get help and achieve my dreams and get my goals achieved in terms of getting justice and exposing my abusers and starting my dream, living my dream and so on. First month, maybe second month latest, and yeah. especially that Netherlands, it's agriculture country, and yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe. But if it doesn't work, I will be from the Netherlands. I will cross in Germany. I will make like 3, 4 stops in Germany in places that I lived in before, just to reminisce and so on. And nothing is gonna change this. I mean, no matter what I would find in Germany in terms of, even if somehow when I'm crossing in Germany, oh voila, we actually have your dream done, or this, or blah blah blah. It's not gonna change anything. I left Germany 3 times and I went back before again to fight and get justice, but nothing happened whatsoever. And for me, I would never go back, and I would never go and settle in Germany again, no matter what. It's a done deal for me. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's better feeling from inside, leaving and going back 3 times to try again, and then no way. For me, I would never go back again to to stay and so on. But when I go to Denmark and settle in Denmark, and hopefully in Denmark, I will get the help and support and the justice I'm looking for, and so on. And when I'm in Denmark, I can literally visit Flensburg every now and again, or the north, go to Sweden and visit, and all of this. Yeah, and hopefully achieve my dreams, starting my farming businesses and other businesses, and yeah, start the big family I want. Because my life is passing me by, and these bastards do not give a toss. And this is another reason why I believe strongly they do this on purpose. First of all, they are not giving me any chance to start a family. And I want to have a big family. I want to make lots of babies, boys and girls, who would look after, when they grow up and so on, they will look after the businesses and the fortune that I would have, you know, been, running, and all of this in terms of agriculture and other businesses and so on. They will be the future heirs and heiresses of, if I'm pronouncing it right, I'm sorry, for my fortune and so on. And my abusers are not giving me a chance whatsoever. And not only this, there is a very ongoing psychological abuse that my abusers are doing to me everywhere. They are trying to psychologically trap me into that, I'm only going to get, a family, take a family on board, like, a single mom with her baby or kids, blah, 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 and all of this. And for me, no one is going to force me to do anything like this. I mean, I will never, ever accept to take on someone else's kids. So, and this is another reason why I'm looking for single girls under the age of 24. So, 24 or younger. Single, no kids, and other criterias and all of this. So I can actually start the family, make my own babies and so on. So yeah, something like that. It's not very important for me. It really annoys me when you feel like someone is trying to force you to accept something that you don't want. But this brings me an idea, or like a question. Why would they be why would they be doing this if this is reality that they are trying to, you know, go on and on and on and on psychologically about this, so to make me give in or give up and accept to take someone else's kids on? What is the reason behind this? Would it be important for my abusers, to get me to take on a family, like, a single mom and her kids or her baby or whatever? Why? what is the reason behind this. First of all, I have two daughters and they live with their mom in England. And I will never think about, anything in terms of their safety. Like, I know for sure they are safe, they are sound. Both of my daughters, they are living their life. Yes, they lost their father. I'm not with them any longer. I was deprived from them by force and so on. But at least they are happy and healthy and, living their lives and so on. So my question is, if I'm wrong, and I don't want to accept this because it didn't happen, and I know it didn't happen, and I don't want to accept this, but just hypothetically, if these bastards hurt any of my daughters and they are trying to make me take on a family, is this for them? They think they are compensating me for that any of my daughters were hurt, to give me another family, or that they deprived me from my daughters since 2016, last time I saw them, that, they are giving me like a family, kids that, I can look after and so on as mine, rather than the kids that I was deprived from. And if this is the reality, my abusers are demented bastards. If my abusers, this is how they think, then they are demented bastards. It's not just demented bastards. They want to escape the responsibility of what they did to me, and they want to make it, that they have compensated me morally for something they did to me, like depriving me from my daughters, or we're going to give you, a new family for you, a ready family, kids that you can have them as yours. This is crazy. This is like, that brings back the, I don't know, like primitive time where, like the old Saxony law. I don't know if any one of you heard about this, but this is reality and true, and I can give more details about this. The old Saxony law is a law that was used vastly in northern Germany, in Niedersachsen, and was moved even to England when the Saxons invaded England and so on. And the old Saxony law has got nothing to do with justice. All what rulers and people who used the old Saxony law was just to escape the responsibility and give false compensation or false mending or rectifying for what they did to the victim, or what the person, they did to lots of bad things. So this is exactly how I feel about, this, if this is the reality, if this is what my abusers are trying to do. As if this is not the reality, this is not the case, and they are just using this as a kind of psychological abuse, more psychological abuse, where all what they do is trying to make me feel uncomfortable, make me feel upset that someone trying to force me to, to have something that I don't want or whatever. And if they are using this to make it as a reason that this is why this guy is moving around or whatever, blah, 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 which is completely bullshit. But again, my abusers are fucking bastards, and they would use anything to escape their responsibility and to change the realities and fake realities and so on. But for me, this is something, in either case, this is something that I would never accept. And if any of my daughters were hurt in any way, form, or shape, these bastards, I don't know. Imprisonment for life is inevitable for them, and they cannot escape this. Just for depriving me from my daughters since 2016 by force, These bastards are liable for imprisonment for life for what they did to me, depriving me from my daughters. Regardless, whatever bullshit they will give, that it looked like at the moment when they made this decision, or they were convinced when they made this decision, blah blah blah, and all of this bullshit, fake reasons and ugly reasons that they would give why they deprived me from my daughters, that will never exempt them from the responsibility for being liable for paying the price of their freedom for depriving me from my daughters. And this is not just for them. Anyone who has authorities and deliberately deprive someone from their kids, they must go to prison for life. As simple as that. I mean, I missed the best time of watching my daughters growing when they were, kids until they are grown up. And they deprived me, the authorities deprived me from this based on the bullshit that they gave as reasons and so on. And it is my right to pursue justice and to make it clear to everyone who would watch this video that these bastards and everyone participated in depriving me from my daughters by force, like what they did, the police and social service and other people, the individuals who planned, the individuals who participated, the individuals who, make the decisions and all of this. All of these bastards must go to prison for life. End of story. No question asked. And this is the least that they should experience. Depriving someone from their kids or kids from their parent or destroying a family or whatever. This is a crime that you must go to prison for life. I mean, killing is the worst crime any human being could do against another human being. And imprisonment for life is the sentence or is the punishment for killing someone. And depriving people from their kids or kids from their parents deliberately or destroying families, again, maybe it's not as bad as killing, but still, they deserve to go to prison for life. As simple as that. And there is no exemption and so on. Injustice is a bitch. This is for sure. Authorities is a bitch. This is for sure. But I will never stop fighting to get justice for what was done to me and my family and so on. And of course, exposing this organization with all of its mightiness and power and so on. It's my right to expose these bastards. I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that, I'm so run down, I'm so angry, I'm so upset. My life is passing me by, and these bastards are wasting more and more and more of my time and my life. And above all of this, they are using drugs on me to suppress my voice, to make it look like that I'm accepting the situation. But then again, I am not, and I will never, no matter what. And justice must be achieved and must be served. And these bastards must go to prison and they must pay the price. And I must get my compensations financially, morally, and exposing these bastards everywhere in the world and so on. That is not going to stop. As simple as that. As of, if I would react badly or whatever, I don't like to harm people. The only time that I would literally lay my hand on anyone would be as a self-defense. No other option. Someone is attacking me and I would. Other than that, as usual and as normal, even since I was a teenager, I always showed people that I am angry first, although I am not, or I don't feel as angry as I show, but I show people I'm angry and all of this, blah blah blah. And only when people, or if people, take the initiative in terms of trying to attack me or harm me or whatever, then and only then I start to retaliate. I start to defend myself physically. Apart from this, I would never ever, harm anyone and so on. It's I don't know what to say. Uh, it's unbelievable what was done to me, and it's unbelievable how I'm still. I mean, I'm still suffering, and my life is still being wasted day after day after day, and I'm not getting any justice. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm struggling, and my life is being wasted systematically, and I'm being kept in a very, very, very bad situation where I have virtually no progression whatsoever in my life. Nothing. I'm not getting anything or anywhere. Since I am sleeping in this van here and I cannot drive it, every day I just go to the town center asking for help. I go and catch fish to eat. And of course this is no longer because it's winter and I don't have a proper wetsuit that is my size that I can use to catch fish. Have I said that today the weather was a little bit warm, and I thought the water would be warm as they said on the internet that I checked it from someone's mobile when I was walking, asked them about the tide and the temperature and so on, and it showed that the temperature of the water today was 17 degree, blah blah blah. And I actually went in the water today and I stayed in the water 3 hours. And I promise you, when I got out of the hour around 4 o'clock in late afternoon, I couldn't feel my fingers. I couldn't feel my toes. I couldn't feel my ears. I couldn't feel my nose. I was literally, I couldn't feel. I lost sensation and all of these parts. And above all of this, my body was as slow because I was so cold. My movement was so difficult. I don't know what to say. I mean, even this, I needed to be in the water. I needed to swim. I needed to clean myself because 2 weeks ago, someone offered me the chance to have a shower, and that was the first shower I had for over 6 months since the last shower before this shower I had. And it has been 2 weeks, and I needed to get in the water because I needed, to clean myself as well. But it's cold, and I don't know what to do. But yeah, even catching fish now is almost impossible because I don't have a wetsuit that is my size that I can. And I'm saying so because someone gave me a wetsuit for free, but it's not my size. I cannot wear it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Injustice is a bitch and authorities is a bitch. Even if they have a dick, these fucking cunts. And I hope I will get justice because I'm so tired. I am so tired from everything they are doing to me. Not just from being unable to get justice or prove what they are doing. What they are still doing to me is wearing me down bit by bit. I'm losing every hour, every second, every day of my life passing. And I'm not getting any younger. And I'm not getting anywhere in terms of in life. I'm not getting justice. I'm not getting anything. I have no money. I have no family. I have no friends. I have no place where I can call this is home. I don't know what to say. These bastards destroyed my life completely. Completely. And they are refusing to give me the chance to get justice and live again. And they are keeping me under their control everywhere I go. As simple as that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching so far, and hopefully someone genuine will see this and will help me to get justice. And hopefully I will get justice as soon as immediately if I can. And yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. Well, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're not going to be jumping to conclusion or disbelieve what I said. And even if you don't believe it, I hope you're not going to be judgmental, and you're not going to, jump to conclusions and misjudge me for what I said. But I promise you, every word I said in this video and every word I say is the reality and the truth. And even if you think that this is the reality or the truth that I believe in, that you might think it might not be real and so on, I promise you, the reality is unbelievable. And I cannot blame you if you don't believe all what I said or some of it. But that is not going to put me off. That is not going to, make me give in or give up my pursuit to get justice and put these bastards in prison and so on. And I hope that, if anyone who tries to control my life or steal something from me, whether I know about it or not, I hope they get the punishment they deserve. And I hope, well, I hope they get the punishment they deserve. Anyway, thank you very much, and you have a good night. Thank you. Bye.